Memphis begins with the basketball.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. Wait on.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
I got him. I got
Levine.
him. Here we go. Here we go.
Dwight Howard with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And that's a backcourt violation.
Take care of the ball.
Josh Jackson. To Howard.
Yep. On your right, on your right, on your right. Wait on it. Go.
Screen's coming. Here it is. Good contest.
Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Levine to Young.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Trying to cash in, that's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Jaren Jackson. To the rim. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it. Levine. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Jones with it. 2-point advantage. Chicago with the possession. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Yes,
Ed,
sir.
you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Missed the foul shot.
I got it.
Jones with it. He'll run the offense. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Memphis, they've got it.
My ball.
To Jaren Jackson. Smith to Jaren Jackson. Josh Jackson, defended by the former Hoya. Carter comes away with it.
Oh, yes. Me and you.
To Levine. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Zach Levine forcing that one there. Well defended. Jones with it. Down a point. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Tyus Jones at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Levine to Young. Here comes the screen. Thaddeus Young up against the 8-time All-Star.
Good job, boy. Good job.
Josh Jackson to J.R. Smith. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Dwight Howard snatching it out of the air. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Carter. Backcourt violation is called. Josh Jackson to Howard. Slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Jones with it. Up 5. Knocked loose. To Jackson.
Wait on it. Go. I got you right here. Stop.
Has a look.
Nice.
And Young able to secure the rebound. To Wendell Carter. Lays it up and in.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Come here.
Jones with it. Leads 3. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense. Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Gets to the basket and scores.
Good shot, boy.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
I got ball.
To Jackson.
Hey, shut up.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's me.
To Young.
Let's go. Pick him up.
Thaddeus Young. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
To Howard. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
To Young.
Can you stand? My ball.
Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Won't go. To Young. Thaddeus Young. 2-of-4 now.
That's dangerous. A little hezzy cross and knockdown. Lots of options going to open up as the game unfolds.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Tyus Jones at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First try at the line, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Porter. Deep two there, won't go. It's Grizzlies ball.
Here we go.
Jumper's good.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
4-3. Great defense, forcing the miss. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Pick up. Get back.
Good look that time, but off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Jones with it. Down 5. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions.
I got ball.
Levine to Young. The pass set it all up.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Howard.
Let it go. It's ours. We'll live.
Short jumper won't go down.
I got him.
Over to the right side. Here's a chance from long range. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Come on, y'all, let's go get it. It's on us. I got this clown. Let's go.
Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Everybody pick up. D up.
To Wade. Bulls have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Porter picked up by Josh Jackson. To Wendell Carter. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Oh, a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Wide open look won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Grizzlies own the basketball.
Be alert. Here it comes. Be alert.
To Jackson. The Bulls clear the rebound. Has a chance. Gets a shot up off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here we go. I got ball.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
To Kyle Anderson. Wade against Porter. It goes down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Pick up.
To Jackson.
Got to get through the screen. Get through it.
Oh, Carter with the rejection.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. To Wade. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line.
I got ball. I got ball. That's me.
Get him. Don't let him get out.
To Zach LaVine. Fires the three. Zach LaVine, good on the quick release that time.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Screen right.
Dwayne Wade. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
I got ball.
Zach LaVine. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
That's a bucket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Wade. To Kyle Anderson. Josh Jackson. 5 to shoot.
Watch the screen.
Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
I got him. Here we go.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Shot.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Nice pass to get things going.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
It's Chicago ball.
I got ball.
Lets it fly from long range, and a putback slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Not that time. To Wendell Carter. Goes to the right side. For 3, that's off the side of the rim, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
LaVine, tough shot. Well defended. Otto Porter, he's 2 for 2 now.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
To Wade. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
And he can't convert the free throw. Ball's. To Levine from long range. Zach Levine forcing that one there. Well defended.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Screen on your left.
To Valanciunas. Trying to cash in. Shot by Valanciunas off the mark. To Young.
Don't let it split.
Won't go.
I got it.
Terrific vision. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
And he missed the free throw. To Valanciunas. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
He's flashing. Bump him.
To Young. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the mark.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
I got ball.
To Dylan Brooks. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
To Wendell Carter. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
A two-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play, but you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies. Dylan Brooks, great dish to set it up. Add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
I got him.
Here we go. I got him.
Deep right corner. Levine. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Jarrett Jackson with the dunk.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Let's go. Let's play deep.
To Porter. Zach Levine. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Okay, that's nice.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Chicago possession.
Get back.
Zach Levine doing what he does best.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
To Porter. And count the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
I like that.
Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Levine to Porter. Down to Young. Swings it. Fires the three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
To Dylan Brooks. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Zach Levine.
I got your help. I got your help. Don't worry. Get mine. Get mine. Get mine.
Around the perimeter. To Porter.
Shot.
Otto Porter. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players that manages to stay out of the public eye while producing at an elite level in a number of categories.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tosses. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
Hey, switch. I got
Great feed. Sets it up. Dylan Brooks slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Porter to Wendell Carter. Porter. Otto Porter. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Bulls with the basketball to Young. Porter. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Okay.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Off the assist.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And the finish. Slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
You're on the island now.
Match up, y'all.
To Young.
Wait on it. Go.
To Porter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Stuffs it down with authority.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Valanciunas. The drive, right to the basket. Gets it in the right corner. Count the basket inside.
Hey, where to find me, baby?
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Bulls with the rock.
Come on. Trap.
Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
Hey, where's your man? Get your man.
To Dylan Brooks. And finishes strong. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
I got
Young. Another chance. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
I'm about to put those clamps on you. Let's go. You can't dribble. You can't dribble.
Shot up.
No good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Bulls with it.
Cutter.
To Porter. Carter.
Don't let him out. Don't let him out.
To Porter. Beyond the arc for three. And out of Porter, so smooth. Catch and shoot, buries the three.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Knocks it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Jaren Jackson. From the painted area, won't go down.
Yeah, just me and you.
To Porter.
Let's go. What you got? What you got?
I got ball.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Grizzlies at the controls right now.
Screen.
Dwayne Wade to Jackson. Josh Jackson above the rim on
All I
that.
know is this. You better step up on
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
4-3. Oh, that's how it's done.
Every hero needs a
you
good
been in the gym,
sidekick.
huh?
Nice find to set up a three.
Knocked loose.
Take care.
It's a
Oh.
turnover as they head the other way.
All right, here we go. Let's ride.
Here's a chance from long range, and he knocks it down, Jay.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Not going down for him this time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And stuffs it home.
Way to get up there, boy.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Here we go. My ball.
Block up. Here he come. I'm here.
Able to convert inside.
Assist me.
Get back.
Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I got ball.
Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. Nice cushion for the Bulls. Grizzlies get the first crack at it as we begin the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Dwayne Wade trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw good, so they get the...
Let's go, fellas. It's go time.
Hold on.
The layup goes down. Well done.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Bulls have it.
D up, y'all.
Over to the right side. Zach Levine. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
He gets it.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Wait on it. Go. So, I got you right here. Stop.
To Jaren Jackson. Knocked loose. Wade. To Jackson. Here comes the screen.
Screen.
Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
I got ball.
D up. D up.
Levine. To Porter.
Uh-oh, you know you can't guard me out here.
Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand.
Knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Jaren Jackson. That's rebounded by Chicago. There's the toss. Porter.
Ball.
My ball.
I got ball.
To Wade.
Wait on it. Go. So, I got you right here. Stop.
Runner's good there.
Where to find me?
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Markkanen. Goes to the right side. Levine. He engulfed him that time. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throws good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Memphis with the rock.
Here we go.
Jumper's good.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
I got ball. This is all me.
To Porter. Lets it fly from long range. That's the length at his spot for Otto Porter. Man on him, he still buries it.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Here we go.
And the nice finish at the rim.
Okay.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Hey, I got ball. got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine. That's top. Back.
Yes, for every tough shot you
Ooh, I
make,
like that.
buy one, get one free.
Oh my goodness!
I'm here.
Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Come on, bro.
And the
Please contest
basket good at the
shot.
rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here comes the screen. To Jaren Jackson. Josh Jackson. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you,
Oh, yeah,
but in a
it's
playoff
me.
game, it will.
Watch your man.
Count
Keep
it.
your hand in his face, man.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Wait on. Oh, get back, get back, get back.
To Wendell Carter. Great feed. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Everybody pick up. Everybody pick up. Diaz.
Double, 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 double.
To Jaren Jackson.
Wait. We go. Trap this, trap this. Come on, we got it.
I need help. Double. I need help. Double.
Tough make through traffic.
Shot, bro.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Wendell Carter. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Man right there.
Old school equals high percentage.
Be alert. Be alert. Here it comes.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's gonna make a nice poster.
Porter picked up by Josh Jackson. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
Pick up.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are gonna put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Good shot, baby.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Good shot.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Good shot.
Wait on. I got you. Stop.
For 3, that's good D. Shot no good. He'll let one fly from half court. The Bulls take this one as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on
The Bulls were solid in today's victory. And more often than not, they were hitting the three when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. Check out the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls. The Grizzlies didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track. 3-point shooting. Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Chicago Bulls. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.